What's something you did on accident that actually worked out for the better? I had just moved back after college and decided to hit up this house party a high school friend was throwing. You know, the kind where everyone's trying to show off how much better they're doing or pretending to do since graduation. I wasn't exactly winning the I have my life together game, but hey, free drinks. And there he was, Ethan, my childhood best friend, the guy who used to share his homework answers with me and build forts in my backyard. Only now, he was tall, filled out, and had this scruffy beard that screamed, I could chop wood and also emotionally support you. Why do childhood friends have the audacity to glow up? We started chatting, and it felt like no time had passed, except that I couldn't stop staring at his arms. Was he always this? Bicep why? Anyway, one thing led to another, and I decided to loosen up with a drink. Then another. Somewhere between the third tequila shot and a very questionable attempt at a keg stand, I forgot how to be a functioning human being. Things got wild. First, I tried to lead a conga line to Uptown Funk, but no one followed, so it was just me snaking through the crowd like a tipsy lunatic. Then I thought it'd be a good idea to dramatically reenact the balcony scene from Titanic on the porch railing. I'm flying, Jack, I yelled, right before almost face planting into a bush. Ethan was right there to catch me, laughing but clearly reevaluating every decision that led him to this moment. Maybe you should call it a night, he said. Did I listen? Of course not. I went back inside, grabbed another drink, and decided it was time for karaoke. Now, this wasn't your average karaoke. I grabbed the mic, declared my love for Beyoncé, and attempted Single Ladies. But when the crowd didn't clap along, I got offended. Y'all don't deserve me, I slurred before dropping the mic and knocking over a speaker. Ethan appeared out of nowhere, his hero instincts kicking in. All right, Beyoncé, let's get you home. Here's where things went from bad to mortifying. Back at Ethan's place, I immediately announced, your couch looks like it hugs people, and sprawled across it like a starfish. Then, in a flash of drunken brilliance, I decided my party dress was too itchy and started stripping in the middle of his living room. What are you doing? Ethan asked, looking like he was debating calling an exorcist. This is freedom, I declared, throwing my dress over my head like a victory flag. I ended up in one of his oversized t-shirts, which I stated was the softest fabric known to man. Then came my pièce de resistance. I attempted to kiss him. Come here, you handsome tree, I said, grabbing his face. Ethan, to his credit, stayed calm. You're drunk, he said, gently prying my hands off his cheeks. I'm not drunk, I protested before tripping over my feet and landing on the couch. Sure, and I'm the tooth fairy, he muttered, grabbing a blanket and tossing it over me. Go to sleep. The next morning, I woke up with a headache that felt like my skull was hosting a rave. The events of the night before came rushing back, and I wanted to crawl into a hole. Ethan was sitting at the kitchen table, sipping coffee like nothing had happened. Morning, party animal, he said, smirking. I tried to apologize, but he waved me off. You're fine. Honestly, the Titanic bit was pretty iconic. I thought that was the end of it. But a week later, after replaying every cringe-worthy detail in my head 100 times, I decided I couldn't keep my feelings bottled up. I marched over to Ethan's place and blurted out, okay, I like you. Like you. And if you're gonna let me down, just do it quickly so I can eat ice cream in my car. He stared at me for a second before breaking into a grin. Took you long enough. He'd like me too, but he didn't want to risk our friendship, especially after I turned his living room into my personal stage.